Fellow comrades, welcome back. This is Victus. Let's go to the battle. So we have approached this rebel army. We have 2 regiments of cavalry on the flanks, and we possess 6 regiments and 1 regiment that is going to be the commander here. We can see over here that we can move our troops somewhere around here. I need to check that on the map, so let's go ahead and do this. Hopefully these guys don't have any artillery, I believe. So they're going to move. Oh yeah, they have. Here they are. They are trying to hit my general here. So let me see where can we go and pass through the other side. I think this is the bridge here that we were trying to cross, and here is the other side of the area where the rebels are. So let's get on. Let's go there. Now this is going to take a little bit. So I'm going to hit this button here so we can advance here with ease. So let's cross the bridge here with our cavalry. Here we see how our cavalry is crossing one by one. So just to talk a little bit about the mod here. Now, apart from the fact that the mod is quite old, it's pretty old to be honest, this mod had a main focus on historicity. According to the guy that created the mod, this was planned to be a complete overhaul with complete rework of models, artillery models, historical flags, graphics, new sounds, and music, plus the loading screens that we have already seen. It was planned to have an intro movie and a lot more features. So the main point was to have the feeling of starting a complete new game. If that was the intention, I believe that the parts that he worked, which is this thing that we are already seeing, I think those parts are very beautiful. We see basically what the developer was intending. So let me charge here against these Hindu scouts here. There we go. We're losing troops, of course, because we're receiving fire from these guys. So I'm going to pull back. And now our troops are ready to move into here. So let's just move this guy here, which is the main regiment. Let's focus here on the fight that we have ahead. So let's just line the troops here. This is the general. Okay, so let me try to flank these guys here. I'm going to move the cavalry over here, and we see these regiments moving and advancing in this wheat field. I think we are a little bit far away, so we're going to move here. Okay, let's bring these guys here, because I see they have over here another unit of India scouts that are shooting at us. So just wait these guys to form in here. Okay, now that we are ready, we're going to begin shooting. There we go. Now it's time to reload. These guys are not very well trained, but at least they have their Enfield rifles, which are helping them a lot in this struggle. So now let's use our cavalry here, because we need to stop this madness with these guys here. Even though we are shooting with this regiment here. It's time to send the cavalry charge. There you go. Now we can see how these guys are very quickly losing their temper against our superior troops. Let's advance here. So this way we have... Now you see, in these times, the less distance you have from the shot, you're going to be more accurate. Okay, let's break these guys here. And let's pull them back. Now let's focus ourselves in the skirmish, in the firefight here. Now eventually they're going to shoot by rank, but not so quick as the guys with pith helmet. They're going to do it more quickly. Sometimes you see, I believe this doesn't happen with the other unit, but at least they can understand what is shot by rank, so that's okay. So they're routed, and we won the battle. So the creator is Shock or Shock. This guy says that this mod has a focus on India, and they changed the range of an army to a shorter distance and compensate it with one turn for 1 week. Okay, now they captured eventually the city, which is something bad for us, but we can regain it. So we're going to go straight to the area and demand surrender. They are going to refuse.
They hide behind women's skirts.
So apparently a new town emerges here in Bengal, which is good. Here we can create a school, which, well, actually not a school. I will create a craft. I will create a workshop here. And I have read on the forums that this guy, for example, if you put this guy on a university, I haven't tested this, but if you put this guy in a university, if you happen to have university, a school or something, this the technology button is going to be available and we could select technologies. Now, if you remember that I said something about the year here, the whole situation of movement has been changed in the fact that the armies are going to move. Their range of movement is going to be decreased. So shortening the distance and compensate with the fact that we have one turn for 1 week. So actually the time is moving, but is moving 1 week per turn. So according to the developer, according to the creator of the mod, I'm going to quote here, "You must make your route and have an eye on your armies. Ambushes, interceptions, and fighting for towns will await you before you can siege the enemy. And for this, India is perfect. It has the best campaign terrain for strategic usage of all 3 theaters." And this is an interesting statement from the creator, because yeah, of course, India has all of these possible areas in which you can ambush. It has a lot of mountains, a lot of hills. It has farmlands as well. It has a lot of rivers. Going further into this, the AI has the same ability to contest you as a player as the so-called Darth mod. This mod have a focus on land battles, and of course naval warfare will be taken away. The AI is told to prefer army techs, army buildings, and recruitment of land units. The factions are from the beginning in alliances together and at war with each other. The relationships are fine-tuned between these nations, and both alliances have the chance to get the neutral princely states on their side. It is much easier for the rebels as for the British East India Company. Each faction have his good points and bad points, and also you can easily see the big difference between the natives and the British troops, because this is a main point on this historical setting. In terms of companies or regiments, a regular company of infantry or a regiment will have around 150 to 200 men. You can see here that these guys are replenishing. Let me see this one here, which is the one that I have completely replenished. The Highlanders, or the so-called Scots, have 150, and this guy's 150. So why is this, according to the creator? So this is going to change the fact that these guys are expensive, but really hardy compared to the other units. Of course, we have already seen that. Indian units can reach in manpower 400, but have overall a lack of training and technology. They must use their advantage by raiding and making ambushes. And as well, artillery is very expensive. But they are very useful for breaking walls and fortifications. So the Indian versions of forts are much better to handle for the AI. You can feel that it's a little bit more challenging. Why is this? Because they have added the AI of the Darth mod 6.9 from obviously Darth Vader that we all know, and his excellent work. I always going to say that Darth mod is going to be one of the most popular and best mods for Empire Total War. Now, I'm not going to enter into a discussion here about the Darth mod AI and if it's really changing the AI's behavior, but I can definitely say that in comparison with vanilla is definitely much better. So with that being said, we're going to check here the only area that is giving us problems here. But we're going to fix this waiting for this bounty house. And here I think we're pretty good. So let me send this guy here. And now I can attack them here. But I would like to take this settlement. And yeah, of course, we have a problem here that we have to address. How are we going to address this? By repairing the coaching inn, expanding here this to a theater. Of course, it's going to take a lot of turns, and upgrading here these to another body house, which is an upgrade for theater, if you can see here. Okay, so let's get on with this. I'm going to send this guy over here. So we can see here I almost full stack, and here is where the actual pandies are hiding. So I believe it's going to be much better for us to move to this river. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I was not expecting this area to be with an army. However, you can see they have civilians here and Mughal sentinels, a couple of them, and a couple of our 6-pounders. We don't have, however, but let me see here. I really want to see here Grand Opera House. I want to upgrade these because I want to reinforce. So hopefully these guys here are going to attack them here. Let's take this out just for the sake of taking them out, and I'm pretty sure we're done here. So let's continue here our march. And let's besiege this region. I'm going to wait for these guys to cross the river. Let's demand surrender. They refused, and let's... this is going to be a good battle, so I'm going to wait. So I believe we are good. So how do you guys feel about this so far? I believe it is a very interesting setting. That's for sure, and it's pretty clear. It's a Victorian setting that we seldom see on Empire. And so, and lately I am very interested in showing those mods that are very, very old, that were abandoned for some reason. There's an interesting mod called Victoria Total War for Empire that apparently it was very, very, very well abandoned, but I believe that if that was something that someone could pull out, that would have been a beautiful experience here in Empire. Of course, we have other options. We have options in Shogun, for example, Shogun 2. Right now, there's a very famous mod called FOTS, which there's a lot of guys showing that mod, and it's very interesting because that mod, you have the Carlist wars and stuff like that in the Shogun game, so it's as well very, very, very interesting. So now let's continue here and let's concentrate ourselves in the things that we have here. Okay, apparently this guy refused to go in here. So let me see, let's fix this. This is time to fix this because this is going to give me a lot of income. Let's focus here in other important things. For example, here I will increase the public order by creating inns. I'm going to develop here. Just hope this guy is not going to attack me. You just take these guys here. So now I can clearly send these guys directly to this and take this.
Begin siege. Settlement under siege.
Okay, here I can... What is this? I don't have enough money to deal with this, so let me just... So I cannot replenish there, that's okay. Let's move these guys here. Now the public order here is dangerously high. Dangerously low, actually. So let's end the turn here. I just need to move these guys here, closer. They avoided our defensive position over here, and they decided to continue raiding the farms. Obviously, this is something that is more logical in terms of behavior. I'm pretty sure that if this was not Darth mod or the Darth Vader's AI, these rebels would have go straight into the region, into the settlement. Yeah, of course, we had the raid, we have a rebellion, another rebellion over here. Which is a little bit problematic. So I'm going to reinforce here. Pretty nice amount of income here. We're going to do trading port. Let me see here. This is a theater, which I don't need here. Here everything is okay. We have some troops here that we can use. I can take this 6th raid and send these guys to reinforce in the north. Haven't noticed this. And I'll do a conservatorium here. Everything is good in this area. Here another trading post is not going to be harmful. Of course, here would be good to advance that. Now this is part of these guys. We have another rebellion over here, over and over. There's a lot of rebellions over here. Some recruit here. A couple more of these guys because we're going to need them. What do we got here? Move these guys out. See how many of them I can take out from here. Oh, apparently all of them. Well, apart from the general, which I believe if I take out the general, these guys are going to be mad. Okay, here we are. So we can move these guys to reinforce as well. So let's pull them here in the north because they're going to be needed here. Apparently these guys are going to start raiding here, but the thing is that I don't want them to raid actually here. So what I'm going to do here is perhaps if they raid here, this is an Iron Master's Forge, which just brings me it decreases happiness but brings me a lot of I'm going to a lot of wealth, but I don't need the wealth right now. I'm just going to dismantle this so then we can have a better situation here. Here we're good. So in 3 turns these guys are going to be surrendered. Okay, we have intercepted this army here with Patrick Grant, which I'm definitely going to enjoy. So this is a good thing to have the commander covered by this slope. So we're going to send these guys very quickly into this area. And now the camels, let me see, they have mortars here, something that I don't like. I'm going to send the camels running over here and approach this slope over here and start shooting at them. I think this is a very difficult terrain. I would rather move these guys here than the other guys, so I'm going to move them here. So I see movement here, and I don't want these guys. What are these? Indus scouts again? I think camels are very well trained to deal with these guys. So what can they see here? There's still a slope over here, so it's not good. So we'll pull them here this way. Let's shoot at these guys here. They are already shooting at me, so I'm going to give the order of shooting. Now we can see here these guys are charging here. So I'm going to use the general. Can we see them through the slope? I don't think. If I move these guys, it's going to be a very difficult situation. So There's a battle here. Melee here. Interestingly enough, these guys are routing my guys over here. What is this? Oh, these are Mughal guards. Let's charge here. Okay. We have a problem here in the right flank. These guys are unable to form square. This is going to be a fierce battle here. So we charged here. Okay. Let's pull these guys here. I need to help those. Ah, we still have elephants over here. I need to help these guys here. Just continue shooting here. Shoot here. Going to flank them here. Going to help these guys over there. At least these guys are shooting there. Now the general is helping here. So these guys are losing slightly. They're starting to rain. Okay, at least we can move here. Over here and start shooting at the elephants with our artillery. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, what's going on here? So what happened with the camels here? Move the camels over here. Because I need to shoot at these guys. Ah, these are scouts. Okay, it's interesting. So I'm going to move these camels here. So the general is good, in good shape. It's good. Let me move these guys and unlimber so we can start shooting at the actual elephants. So here we can see these guys shooting at the elephants, which is going to be very important. I'm going to concentrate fire on these Sepoys. Start here. Pretty sure we can defeat these guys. And now this is going to shoot at the elephants, while these guys with the camels are certainly going to follow them. Okay, let's hunt those elephants with the camel warriors. So they are in shock, complete shock because of the situation. Oh, what do we have here? Let's bring these guys here. Okay, let's start shooting here. What is this? Still shooting with the artillery here against the elephants. Okay, let's charge against this. These are hill dwellers. So here comes my general. There they are. Okay, let's disintegrate this. There we go. Shoot at them. Shoot at the elephants. There we go. That's it. We won. So that's a victory for the British East India Company again. We've lost 500 guys, but we gave them a very, very good fight, and we have gained a lot of ranks. It's good. Experienced veteran soldiers on this difficult war that we have here in our Indian possessions.
Undaunted, undefeated.
We got a rake here, which is pretty good here. Can infiltrate here and start training it. The new buildings, this means that we are very good, apart from the central area, of course. Oh, we gained one puckle gun here. That's good. So I'm going to replenish these guys, which is going to take a lot of money. Still pulling these guys up into the north. And that's it. Gonna fix this. And of course we need to attack them because we need to build here. Well, we need 1000 to build the coaching in. However, this is doing good. This is still the area that is bringing a lot of problems, which is the central area. So I believe we are very good by now. So don't forget to subscribe, give a like if you are liking my content. I really love to make this. This was Victus. See you in the next one.